Ingat, karena ini pengandaian, jadi untuk pengandaian ini pengecualian ya. Untuk pengandaian harus menggunakan were. If you imagine to be a different person, you have to use the word were. If I were you, if she were you, karena kan tidak mungkin kan kita menjadi orang lain, makanya pakainya conditional tipe 2. Okay, next. This is our agenda today. First, we will make a diagram, form, phrase, and phrase structure. Then the second one, 8, chapter 8. Yeah, this is our 8 meetings. Ini sudah pertemuan ke-8. Jadi, we only have 3 meetings left. 2 online meeting and 1 offline meeting. Time flies so fast. Rasanya cepat sekali ya. 1 semester. Dan sebentar lagi Mbak dan Mas semuanya lulus. Oh, kan ini berarti semester depan masih ada kelas lagi. Oh, bisa ya dapat nilai E. Nah, Mbak, makanya tolong ngerjain tugas ya supaya nanti nilainya bisa membantu. Karena kan ujiannya dari pusat. Kalau ujian dari pusat kan biasanya susah. Sebenarnya nilai dari tutor itu akan bisa dipakai jika kehadiran mahasiswa itu minimal 6 kali dan mengerjakan tugas. Nanti kalau dan jika nilai ujiannya itu minimal 50%, maka nilai dari tutor bisa dipakai. Iya, nilai ujiannya susah ya. Hmm, iya. Mbak nilainya berapa terakhir? Oh iya, linguistik memang susah. Linguistik kemarin belajar apa? Iya. Hmm, tapi memang susah kok Mbak kalau linguistik. Ini sebenarnya juga susah loh. Saya sendiri harus belajar untuk persiapan materi. Karena bagi saya ini tapi sejauh ini udah bisa melalui 3,5 tahun. Okay, now page 8, sorry, chapter 8, 8.2, diagrammation form, phrase structure, rules, and 3. Have you found it? 8.2. Okay, now anyone bisa membacakan paragraf pertama, first paragraph. 8.2. Mhm, mhm. Yes. Thank you. So for this section, as we know that phrases in sentence can be represented by three. What does it look like? You can open on page 8.4. So if you see there is a tree diagram, this is the tree that we mentioned. So we also have a three factor in English. If you still remember, maybe a long time ago when you were elementary school, we learned pohon faktor. Now in English, we also have another three factors. What is it for? The function is we will determine the function on each sentences. The rules that we have discussed here define some of the phrase structure trees of English. So the tree itself, it has their own rules. Jadi pohon, how do I call it? The trees, ya pohon itu sendiri itu ada aturannya. How to define the trees. The first rule is subject. Subject is consisted of noun phrase, and auxiliary and verb phrase. And noun phrase consisted of determiner and noun. Contohnya apa? Determiner, ada yang masih ingat contoh determiner itu apa aja? The, okay, then a, my, apa lagi? Okay, nah determiner itu terus ada lagi that, this, few, many. Kalau masih ingat dulu determiner itu kan ada yang posesif, ada yang menunjukkan tempat, ada yang artikel. Jadi we can analyze a noun phrase if the noun phrase consisted of determiner and noun. The third one is verb phrase. Verb phrase, the rule is verb that contain noun phrase and prepositional phrase. PP is prepositional phrase. And rule number 4, prepositional phrase is predicate and noun phrase. Nah, mungkin sejauh ini masih bingung ya, tapi let's keep going and I'm sure that you will understand after we go to the next page. So, the third paragraph, ada yang bisa membacakan? 8.2, third paragraph. There are several possible ways to view phrase structure rules. Phrase. So, okay. Thank you. So, in other words, this paragraph talks about how to analyze a sentences. Why do we need analyze sentences? Actually, in oral communication, we never need to analyze. For example, your friends making a sentence, then you have to correct. Okay, your sentences is not correct because it should contain an article, but you didn't put your article, or your your sentence should be in past tense instead of present tense. Sometimes in oral communication, we do not need to do that, but as a student of literature, we have to understand this. That's to make us credible in our field. Jadi kalau suatu saat ditanyain lulusan apa, oh lulusan sastra, jadi tahu, paling nggak tahu, at least tahu lah sedikit-sedikit tentang di linguistik, di sintak dan morfologi itu tentang apa. Supaya orang bisa yakin kalau benar-benar lulusan sastra. The S di sini, next paragraph I will read for you. The S di sini maksudnya adalah subject. Occurs at the top of the tree. Nah, ini disebut root atau akar. First, find a rule with an S. Jadi caranya bagaimana? Cara untuk menganalisis ini tuh pertama, temukan dulu. Karena di sini kalau menurut buku ini, there are 5 rules, ada 5 aturan. Jadi kita cari dulu, oh kalau misalnya yang pertama itu subject. Subject itu terdiri dari noun phrase, auxiliary, and verb phrase. Jadi aturannya ini adalah first find a rule with an S on the left side of the arrow and put the categories on the right side below the S as shown below. For example, S ini kan aturannya ada noun phrase, auxiliary, dan verb phrase. Terus kemudian digambar, jadi kayak pohon faktor. It's exactly similar like what we have done when we were elementary school. So we will analyze the sentences. Okay, but before we go to this book, I have provided an interesting explanation about phrase structure rules. I will read it for you. Phrase structure rules are type of rewrite rule used to describe a given language syntax and are closely associated with the early stages of transformational grammar, being first proposed by Noam Chomsky in 1957. If you are a student of literature, you have to familiar with this name. This is a big name in literature of linguistics, Noam Chomsky. If you have time, you can explore more about Noam Chomsky. Jadi Noam Chomsky ini nama besar di linguistik. Kalau mahasiswa sastra harus tahu ya nama-nama besarnya di linguistik. Nanti kalau if you have time, if you have free time, tolong look up to Google about Noam Chomsky. This is very interesting. So based on Noam Chomsky explanation, rules that determine what goes into phrase itu disebut constituent, and how the constituent are ordered. Next, what is constituent? Actually, I have mentioned this on the very beginning meeting, but I will explain more. Constituent is a word or a group of words that function as a unit and can make up larger grammatical unit. So the point is grammatical unit. Dalam Chomsky grammar, S stand for sentence. Sorry, jadi tadi saya S itu bukan subjek ya, tapi S itu stand for sentence. I correct that. Sorry, I make a mistake. NP stand for noun phrase. FP stand for verb phrase. Dat for determiner. Aux for auxiliary or verb. N for noun and V for verb stem. Jadi ini there are 5 rules and each rule have its own abbreviation atau singkatan. Nah, ini contohnya. Kalau di buku ini kan dia cuma ada 5 rule. Tapi dalam simple phrase structure grammar, there are 8 rules. Sentence itu terdiri dari noun phrase dan verb phrase. Ada yang bisa ngasih contoh noun phrase dan verb phrase itu apa contohnya? Please make a sentence that consisted of noun phrase and verb phrase. My book, then verb phrase. Sorry, can you repeat once more? My book will read anymore. Okay, my book will read anymore. What does it mean? Can your book read? Okay, so my book will be read. Do you still remember if you want to express something in passive, you have to add subject, to be and verb 3. Because when you say my book will read, it means that your book alive. So your book can read. That's good. So my book will be read. Nah, this is the general theme of phrase structure rules. Jadi ada X, Y, Z. Ini kita kayak ngomongin kimia ya. Memang ini kimianya dalam linguistik. X consists of Y, followed by Z. Contohnya, nih, noun phrase-nya. John itu noun, the boy itu the-nya determiner, boy-nya noun. Untuk sejauh ini bisa diikutin. Oke. Kemudian ini kita lihat di PowerPoint saya dulu aja ya, soalnya di buku ini penjelasannya agak rumit. A little boy itu a is determiner, little is adjective, boy is a noun. Nah, jadi kalau ini digambar di pohon, jadi pohon faktor, itu nanti misal bisa dibayangkan, jadi ini tulisannya a little boy, terus kemudian a itu determiner, little itu adjective, boy itu noun. Contohnya nanti seperti halaman 8.8. Coba dibuka dulu. 8.8. Jadi kita lihat ya, ini kan the cat with 3 legs. The cat with 3 legs. First, aturannya, the rule of non-phrase. Coba sambil dibuka halaman 8.2. Dibuka halaman 8.8 dan 8.2 bersamaan. Pertama ini kan aturannya non-phrase tuh kan. Non-phrase consisted of determiner, noun, dan prepositional phrase. Nah, terus kemudian untuk prepositional phrase sendiri itu consisted of yang aturan keempat, predicate dan non-phrase. Nah, untuk non-phrase lagi, non-phrase itu kita lanjut ke aturan nomor 2 di 8.2. Non-phrase itu consisted of noun, adjective phrase, dan noun. Jadi kita menjabarkan aturan ini berdasarkan 5 aturan di depan. Nah, ini namanya 3 syntactic rules. Syntactic rules-nya itu kayak gini. Ini akan lebih mudah kalau bisa ditulis di papan tulis. Tapi if you need more explanation, you can find a lot of videos on YouTube that explain this term. I see a lot of people explaining this and put it on YouTube. That makes life easier. Ini contohnya ini. John itu noun. The boy itu masuknya di determiner dan noun. A little boy, determiner, adjective, and noun. A boy in a bubble. A is determiner, boy is a noun, in a bubble is prepositional phrase. Nah, in a bubble sendiri itu kan prepositional phrase. Nah, prepositional phrase, jika kita, if we goes to page 8.2, on rules number 4, prepositional phrase itu consisted of preposition dan noun phrase. Noun phrase-nya kan, prepositionalnya kan in. Noun phrase-nya kan a bubble. Jadi nanti kalau dijadikan pohon, akan jadi terpisah-pisah. Ya, tapi kita nggak membicarakan akar kuadrat. Contohnya ini. Jadi nanti kalau digambarkan itu seperti ini. Bisa terlihat dengan jelas? Oke, good. Iya, saya upload kok, tenang saja. Contohnya ini. Kalau John, itu kan aturannya noun phrase. Noun phrase itu terdiri dari noun. Ada John. Terus the boy itu noun phrase juga. Determiner dan noun terdiri dari the boy itu determiner yang the and boy is noun. And the next one is a little boy. It's also noun phrase. So even all of them are noun phrases, those four phrase are noun phrase. Jadi ada 4. There are 4 different noun phrases. Ada 4 noun phrase yang berbeda. Semuanya noun phrase tapi aturannya macam-macam. Nah, yang ketiga ini kan a little boy. A is determiner, little is adjective, and noun is a boy. Jadi faktor pohonnya nanti, phrase structure terusnya nanti bentuknya seperti ini. Nah, a boy in a bubble itu trees structure-nya lebih complicated lagi. Silakan disimak dulu. I give you a few seconds to recognize this. Ya, John kan juga noun phrase. Makan dipelajari dulu, disimak dulu pelan-pelan. Jadi tiga-tiganya ini, empat-empatnya ini non-freeze semua, tapi aturannya beda-beda. Sudah, kita move. Yes? Ada pertanyaan? Wait a minute.